When most students see these cameras, they think safety and preventing crime. It usually doesn't create much of an issue. But how about if this camera was streaming live on the internet 24/7 for anyone to see?
I don't really think it's appropriate, especially if it's open to the public on the internet.
Live camera feeds streaming to Florida Gulf Coast University's website have been placed in the university's gym, the aquatic center, and even FGCU's private waterfront, all places where students tend to wear less and show more skin.
Right now, somebody could be watching you live on the internet as you lay out here in tan. What do you think about that?
It's creepy.
Creepy?
Yeah.
And it may be creepy to some people, but to Felicia Tittle, it's not an invasion of privacy, it's a service.
This is a good way to find out what's a good time. The goal is for you to see the capacity of a place, not a particular student. We're not trying to put a student in a predicament where they feel violated.
The cameras were installed early summer of this year, so students could log on and see if the recreation areas were crowded or full, not to be creepy, and the cameras don't necessarily have a high quality image or even recording capabilities.
We don't allow zooming, and we've blurred them so much until you just see figures. You should not be able to identify a person's face or see body parts, if you will. So.
Now, I'm at the waterfront right now, and to give you some kind of perspective, I'm standing about 10 feet away from the camera, and if you wanted to make out somebody's face here at the waterfront, this is about the level of blurriness that you would see.
If you know them and have a relationship with them, and you know what kind of clothing they wore to the fitness center or to the aquatic center or to the waterfront, there's a possibility that you could see. You could tell who it is, but you'd have to know all those things first.
Live camera feeds are nothing new on campus. Other universities have been using them for years now, and it often goes unknown, but there are other cameras on campus, like one on top of the Arts and Science building, one overlooking FGCU's solar farm, and even here on your way to class at Luckert Hall. So just be aware, because you never know if somebody's watching. For Eagle News, I'm Alex Penna.